It's 4-H show day at the Carroll County Fair in Westminster, and the air is tense as 15-year-old Hannah Haines and her fellow 4-H'ers wait to file into the ring. The show is a rite of passage for many participants in 4-H, a youth organization where kids get hands-on experience in areas like science, health, and, of course, agriculture.
With showing, it can be like a hectic vibe because you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know what the judge is going to like.
But competitors can hedge their bets by mastering the basics, like the art of bracing.
Bracing is when you're trying to take your goat and give them the perfect angle for this judge.
While the pair is in sync now, this choreographed posing doesn't come naturally. It took weeks of training. About 4.5 months earlier, they were still getting the hang of it.
Right now, I'm trying to brace him and feel his top line to get him used to knowing the feels for showing and going into the ring.
Here at Whitetail Acres Boer Goats in Hampstead, Hannah has ample opportunity to practice. The Haines family raises a herd of 19 boer goats, and according to Hannah's mom, Shannon, it all started thanks to Hannah's involvement in 4-H.
We started off with a wether for my daughter the first year, and we were going to be sad when it left to go to the sale. So we thought, well, we'll buy 2 does, one for Hannah, one for my other daughter. And then we had to breed them, so it just kept multiplying.
And they multiplied, until this little guy came along. Hannah bred him herself for her 4-H market project, meaning she'll raise him as a meat goat to eventually show and sell at the Carroll County Fair. This is her 6th year raising a market goat, and even though she doesn't remember exactly how she started doing 4-H projects, she's glad she did.
I'm pretty sure my mom mentioned it once and I just went for it, and here we are now. I mean, I'm in it and I still love it.
Almost 2 months later, Hannah's 4-H market project officially starts with weighing and tagging at the Carroll County Agriculture Center. The goat's starting weight will help Hannah track his growth over the course of her project. 59 pounds is a good starting point, but Hannah won't rest on a good weigh-in. She and her goat have more work ahead of them before the fair at the end of July.
Next, we're gonna just keep grooming him, working with him, embracing him, running him, and just making sure he's all fit, just like that perfect market animal.
The goat isn't the only one learning over the course of the project. Hannah has also picked up valuable lessons through the years.
It has impacted her a lot. It's given her a lot of confidence skills. It's also helped her learn about how to budget her money. It shows her responsibility and leadership skills.
At the end of July, it's time to test both Hannah and her goat's progress.
Okay. Doing a good job, buddy.
After another weigh-in at the Carroll County Fair,
114.
Hannah discovers she's raised the heaviest 4-H market goat. 2 days later, Hannah's back to work, making sure all 114 pounds of the goat are ready for the show ring on the big day.
So you want them to look clean and really nice and fitted so they look very presentable and you can see all their best qualities of the animal. I'm pretty excited for today. I think he's gonna do really well.
Her dad, Chick Haines, has a good feeling too.
I think Hannah's got the best market goat this year that she's ever had. She's worked with it more, spent more time with it.
Hop down. Come on. Good boy.
After the goat's bath, it's on to the salon. Then it's showtime. Hannah and her goat have a big day ahead of them. They're competing in not 1, not 2, but 3 different shows. After months of working and growing together, the pair has bracing down pat. But how did they fare otherwise?
So with fitting and showing, I placed 2nd in my class, and then my bigger market, he placed 3rd in his class. I feel pretty proud about him. He was in a really tough class today,
And she has another reason to be proud.
Yeah. My second market also won rate of gain and won this trophy and money.
Meaning between the May weigh-in and the July fair, Hannah's goat gained the most weight of all the goats, 0.7 pounds a day.
I wasn't expecting that until we found out and figured out how much he's been gaining.
But this isn't the end of their journey. After all, a market project means he'll go to market. In this case, an auction at the end of the fair. While selling her first market goat 6 years ago involved some tears, Hannah now knows what to expect.
I feel okay about it. I've been doing it for a good bit of years now, so I'm getting used to it and really understanding what happens. I know that's why I bred his mother to have him, was to have a goat to sell at the fair and for someone to potentially buy and eat.
For the last time, Hannah steps into the ring and braces her goat.
All right, on this market goat, what do you give? 300 where, 300
He sells for $500, which Hannah will put away for college. Even though her market project is finished, Hannah is among many 4-H'ers who've learned valuable lessons that will last much longer.
With my project this year, I learned that putting work into your animal really does help. This year, I really stepped up my game, and it really paid off.
As for whether or not she'll do a 4-H market project next year, that's a no-brainer.
Of course, I'm going to do this again next year. It's one of my favorite things, and it's just one of the greatest things I feel like I have done in my life.